if your LDL skyrockets on a weight loss day, you've lost 20 pounds, everything's looking better, you're feeling better, everything's great, but you go to the doctor and oh man, your LDL went to way too high. We need to get you on a statin.
No.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
You don't want to be on a statin just because of that. Like, that's not a risk,
No.
okay? It's a short-term picture of what's going on with your body. You've lost all this weight, right? Your body's releasing fatty acids into their bloodstream as you lose fat, because that's stored fatty acids. Mm-hmm. They get released into your bloodstream. It can drive your LDL up. It's totally fine. It's kind of dumb to say, oh, we'll freak out about LDL, but everything you just said got better. Why would you freak out about that?
Right.
The person is getting healthier.
Hey, welcome back to our OptimLife podcast. I'm Jessica, if you didn't know, and this is Bradley, and we are still talking about the heart. This time we are going to talk about heart-healthy foods and nutrition. Your favorite. Mm-hmm. Lord, what do you want to say?
If God made it, it's okay. Whole food diet. It's not. This is one that people make so freaking hard. It's not rocket science.
If it's a box.
If it's in a box.
Says heart healthy.
If it says.
It's probably like.
Oh, no. Yeah, if it's in a box and it says heart healthy, throw that in the garbage.
Like, I'm talking like.
Air pop popcorn or something like that. Like, yeah.
It's not that you can't have it. It's
No.
just like that's not the best option.
No, but people live off of
marketing.
their snacky stuff.
So what should they be focusing on?
Meat.
I was going to say protein, yes.
But specifically whole food protein, meat. Mm-hmm. That does not mean go buy all the processed protein pre-made drinks that you can.
And don't just live off that. Beef jerkies.
And don't eat Slim Jims, because that is meat, but it's a highly processed meat. And does not mean bacon.
It doesn't. Not that you can't have bacon, but you don't
really,
live off of it.
It doesn't even mean eat a ribeye every day. You still need to worry about your fat content to some degree.
Right.
But eggs, lean beef, chicken, fish, everything we talked about before.
Yeah, and
lower fat dairy.
The fish.
About omega-3?
Yeah, we were looking about omega-3s because we take omega-3, but
yeah, it's hard to get a lot of omega-3 in your diet.
Sardines.
Sardines.
A ton. I can't make myself eat that. And then like wild caught, what'd you say, wild caught?
Well, wild caught fish, wild caught fatty fish will have a higher omega-3, which
not getting that a lot around here.
you're not. The most common would be like wild caught salmon.
Yeah.
We're not, we don't live at the ocean though, so it's like, what are you getting? I don't know. And then you could say, well, tuna's low you're not getting a lot of omega-3 in that per se.
What else?
Sardines are just nasty.
Yeah, wild caught salmon, yeah.
But if you like them, they're great for omega-3.
Berries, dark leafy
just take a fish oil. Take 1 gram of fish oil a day. We'll talk about that. But
okay, but yes, you take that.
That's another episode we're going to do.
Yeah, but so the biggest thing was the clean protein,
clean food. So that's the protein. We always talk about that, but that's the base of your diet. It's been the base of my diet for 14 years. No, since I was 14, 25 years. Since I was 14. And it's never steered me wrong. But also then, that's your focus. Whatever veggies you like.
Yeah, have them.
Veggies, fine, have veggies. I don't eat a ton of veggies.
Me neither. But
Shame on me.
Shame on us.
I would rather have some sort of fruit to some degree.
We did when Hollywood told us to. God dang it.
If I eat anything that's going to be broccoli that's steamed to heck.
I like asparagus and Brussels sprouts too.
Yeah, roasted asparagus. There's certain things, but how much nutrition really is in an asparagus?
It's just, that's why I tell people don't even count them. Like, you don't have to add that into your calories for the day. So, you know. Yeah,
it's really to add bulk to your diet to help you not be hungry. So,
yeah, and it can help you use some fiber or whatever.
little bit of fiber. People will argue with us about that.
For your heart. The omega-3s, the protein.
But berries.
Yeah.
You know, you get blueberries are super high in, you know, antioxidants. So, you know, that's going to, certain fruits are better than others. I mean, that's just, people will say, well, I like bananas. I'm like, well, bananas have a little bit of potassium and some other vitamins, but
potatoes
they're
have
so
more
over.
potassium than bananas. Just saying.
White potatoes have more potassium in them than bananas.
What I just said.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't say white.
No, it's, well, because sweet potatoes
Well, yeah.
do not have the same level of potassium, but they have a higher vitamin A content and some other vitamins. So just keep that in mind.
Nerd. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I have to lean on you to remember all those specifics.
To me, the best meal for, like, if you're trying to get that electrolyte balance, if you're wanting a healthy meal and you're wanting a balance of potassium and sodium, I would get a potato, and I would salt the potato, and I would be like a perfect pre-workout meal, or if you're an athlete, you know, something like that, just to have, you're going to prevent cramping.
Yeah.
You're going to get more out of that than just, a potato is better than rice, but rice is fine. Rice is naturally gluten-free.
Right.
Just don't eat 3 cups of rice at one time.
Say, if you're sitting around not doing anything and you already have a lot of weight to lose, then you're going to want to definitely cut back on that.
I would eat potatoes.
That you couldn't have it. It's just you would need to, like you said, not have 3 cups of it.
Yeah, I would eat roasted potatoes over rice if in a weight loss scenario.
Yeah.
For somebody that has a lot of weight to lose.
Yeah. But so I think we could say this. One thing that I think a long time ago, meats got like a bad rap. Like they were saying that it was you didn't want to eat too much red meat. It wasn't good for your heart, or this or that and the third.
It was always wrong.
Or whatever.
It's always wrong. It's always been wrong.
We've been talking about the blood markers and stuff. So, you know, people can eat high protein diets and have good lipid panels.
Yes.
And do you want me to tell about the one thing?
Go ahead. I
told you.
Which?
An example.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, like, I did have a patient. You can't always go by your LDL, so you have to, just because numbers say something, you have to know what, you know, has been going on in somebody's life. So, I had a patient who was a decent weight, wanted to shed a little bit of weight, definitely wanted to improve their diet. They were already working out, but you would have thought, pretty healthy guy. But if he hadn't have took a hold of his life, he would have been more at risk for cardiovascular disease, okay, based on his panels. Okay, so anyway, he comes in, we started him on some therapies, talked to him about his nutrition, this, that, and third. He comes back, what is it now, February? So 3 months later, he comes back. He's lost 20 pounds of fat, okay? Not on a weight loss medication or nothing. He's feeling better. Everything's looking better. He's went from a pre-diabetic A1C to now a normal one. His fasted insulin came down drastically. Triglycerides have improved. They're perfect. HDL is good, but his LDL was still a little elevated. And it's like, I'm like, oh Lord, I'm not going to freak out about it, because I'm like, you just told me you lost 20 pounds of fat. And I had the in-body to prove it, too. Right. Because he maintained his muscle, which I was super proud of.
Right.
And I was like, okay, well, so when you're losing weight, that fat gets broken down, it can get into the bloodstream, that will make the LDL cholesterol elevate. So I said, you're doing all the right things. Every other thing is moving in the right direction. We're not going to freak out about this LDL, right? And we're going to see what it is next time. So that's, super important. And I knew what he was eating was a lot better, because his triglycerides and his A1C and his insulin wouldn't have lied to me.
Right.
Right? So.
Right. And in a standard medical scenario where they're not checking all those other things to the same degree, you could have a scenario where a doctor or a practitioner looks at that LDL, because sometimes when people have a significant weight loss scenario like that, everything gets better except for the LDL. Actually, sometimes the LDL can go up.
His actually did go up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But sometimes it can go up.
Because it was only a little elevated the first time, and then it went up.
But in some cases, this is for people who are in a weight loss scenario to understand. If your LDL skyrockets on a weight loss scenario, you've lost 20 pounds, everything's looking better, you're feeling better, everything's great, but you go to the doctor and oh man, your LDL went to way too high. We need to get you on a statin.
No.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
You don't want to be on a statin just because of that. Like, that's not a risk,
No.
okay? It's a short-term picture of what's going on with your body. You've lost all this weight, right? Your body's releasing fatty acids into their bloodstream as you lose fat, because that's stored fatty acids. They get released into your bloodstream. It can drive your LDL up. It's totally fine. It's kind of dumb to say, oh, we'll freak out about LDL, but everything you just said got better. Why would you freak out about that?
Right.
The person is getting healthier.
Yeah, most providers wouldn't, but a lot would. So just.
Well, I'm just saying there can be a scenario if they're only looking at, and now if they're doing what they should be doing and looking at all the other things.
Yes.
But sometimes they get zoned in on that LDL, and that's what we've talked about on the other episode. Like,
I think too, a lot of times too, where this could happen, I could see this happening. You go into the doctor to get your labs checked, but they might not have asked you like everything that was going on.
They don't know
with you,
everything
and
you've been
they
doing.
might not have known all the weight loss, or
Right.
they could forget the weight loss, and then the labs come back later. They're not sitting in front of you at that point. The provider's just on the computer going over the labs, and they don't remember the weight loss, or they didn't know about it, and they're like, your LDL's elevated, and this like,
well,
that happens.
that's a product of the modern medical system too, where doctors are only allowed to spend like 5 or 10 minutes with you.
Yeah.
They don't have time to actually look at your case history to understand what's going on.
Yeah. So.
Shame on the medical system for that. But you need to understand the patient in those scenarios to properly diagnose what's going on, right?
Right.
So
We can.
Um,
I'm
but
gonna let you wrap
but
it
yeah,
up.
about the nutrition. So the nutrition is, what should you do? Eat a whole food, nutritious diet. Targeted supplementation. We're going to talk about that, but not now.
I'm like,
But vitamins. I always tell people to take a multivitamin. I mean, it's not a good multivitamin, but some veggies, fruits, whole foods. What to avoid?
yeah, do that.
Right. Any drinkable sugar. Right, that's going to drive
that's going to drive your triglycerides.
That drives your triglycerides up. That's going to drive your inflammation levels up. And when you drink 3 cans of soda every day, and you do that every day, that habit will eventually kill you.
Well,
And from a cardiovascular standpoint, it would eventually kill you. And then avoiding the overprocessed stuff.
Overprocessed stuff.
Cookies, crackers, cakes. This is all common sense stuff that I think people should know. But people they come in, they say, I just can't, I got to have ice cream at night before I go to bed. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Are you 5 years old? Like, why?
I can't lose weight. I only eat 1 time a day. And I'm like, well, okay, I might have, I'm like, what'd you have in the morning?
They
Nothing.
snacked all day.
Or oatmeal pie. I used to eat oatmeal pie for breakfast. I feel like I've told y'all that before.
Yeah.
That's like the worst thing. Like, you need to put protein in
We've
your
all
mouth
lived it.
every single time you put something in it.
Right.
It should be
I was 10 years
paired
old.
with
My
the
doctor put
protein.
me on a diet
Yeah.
because I was on the path to obesity. He said, hey, you're getting fat.
But yeah, if you're just
He didn't say it like that.
drinking soda or sweet tea all day long, eating crackers or a muffin or a donut or whatever, and then you're not eating till nighttime, you're not fueling your body with the right things. You're not, and that's important for your heart. It's not. We talk about weight loss 24/7, but guys, that affects your heart.
Mm-hmm.
That affects your heart. Like, that's a big deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who wants to be 40 years old with a quadruple bypass?
I don't.
I don't. It scares me to death. That freaks me out.
Oh, and alcohol.
Oh yeah.
Put that away.
You'll see that in triglycerides too.
And liver. It's going to affect your liver.
Liver enzymes.
and it affects how your body processes carbohydrates. Like alcohol is a poison. I'm just going to say it. It's a poison. It should be very limited in your diet.
Yeah, they used to say like a glass of wine a day is protective for the heart. It's really not protective.
It's not.
It's not protective enough to say that it's protective, or
The
to give you
alcohol-
an excuse to drink it. If
the
you enjoy it.
The alcohol content outweighs the benefits that are purported from it, right?
Yeah.
Go mash your own grapes up if you want the polyphenols and the benefits
if you
from the
really
grapes.
enjoy it and you want to have it here and there, but don't drink it under the assumption that, oh yeah.
I'm not telling you not to
glass
ever
of
have
wine a
it.
day
I'm just
is
saying
protective. It's not.
it should be restricted to maybe 1 night per week. You go out, you have a social event. I get it. Like, that's fine. I'm not telling you.
Nightly.
But yeah, ideally,
you don't want that
it's
constant exposure.
just a little bit doing that every day, because people can have elevated enzymes from doing that. They can have, it's just,
Fatty liver even.
It's like, it's not like, yeah, you're not chopping your arm off, but you're just kind of giving yourself a cut every day for 30 years, and eventually you got an issue, right?
Right.
Anyway, that's the way I think about it.
Anyway,
We can
it's
talk
your
about this.
life, you can live it the way you want. We just
Oh, yeah.
want it to be quality.
This is for awareness. Not telling you how to live your life, but I'm telling you, if you're worried about certain things, these.
You have one heart. It's very important.
Right. You have one heart. You got one liver. You got, we got 2 kidneys, but.
I'm like, and you got 2 lungs. But at least
but it's just the truth. It's the truth. The truth is,
you take care of your heart.
and one person, yeah, there's that one person that can smoke cigarettes till they're 90 and never have a problem. But that's an outlier, and that's probably not you.
That's right.
You can't point to that.
There's always going to be an outlier.
Right. Some people are genetically made to just live no matter how.
If you're willing to accept the risk and the consequences.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So I choose to, I want to get to the end of my life, and I want to be able to say,
well, I feel better.
I want to feel good.
Yeah.
I want to feel good now. I want to perform well now. I want to be able to do all the things I need to do, run the businesses, kids. We got a life, things we want to do. But I don't want to be the cause of whatever problem is, right, down the road. If I have a medical issue down the road, it's going to be, I did everything I possibly could, but I still had an issue. At least I can look back and I can say, well, what if I did this different? It's like, okay, well.
Yeah, because you can have something unfortunate happen to you, right? Like you can do all the right things and something happen. That's not what we're talking about.
But we want to lower the risk of having those things.
And not only maybe living longer or better, but feeling better. So,
right.
Anyway, I think we can wrap this one up.
Yep.
And if you have any more questions about diet, heart healthy stuff, or something else, just leave us a comment and we will see you next time.
Yep. See you next one.